What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kings Without Crowns podcast. I haven't fucking opened a show in so long. I don't even remember how to do it.
It's been about 6 months.
It's been at least about 8.
Yeah. It might be longer than that.
I am your drunk host, like always, and the Wandering Jew, Sir William. And I have my lifetime partner right here, my partner in crime, fucking the Dr. Kavarga.
Hey, yo. How's it going?
This week is going to be nuts.
Yeah, we got all sorts of stuff to talk about.
We got a lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah, we're going to be wilding out on here. Memeing it out in some places. We haven't seen this many memes for about many years.
And everybody knows what we're going to talk about because fucking J.R. Smith, man.
Well, before we get into that, we got to talk about the Vegas Golden Knights getting whooped last night.
Yeah. Fuck.
They got the caps lock pressed on them.
You know, but
we're doing the no caps thing here in town, but the Capitals print the caps lock and then boom, they're head 2-1.
I truly, just for the emotional benefit of this, I truly hope the Golden Knights win it.
There too. I think it'll be 7 games if they do.
I hope they do, because when it comes down to it, we really need this.
Oh yeah, we did.
We do. We really need this shit so everybody can get over the Route 91 shooting shit.
Yeah, we can't play like trash like we did last night. We literally played horrible last night.
We played like trash.
Like we literally were playing like a second tier team. You know what I mean?
And we were better. We're better than the
than
Capitals, dude.
We are. I mean, even with Ovechkin.
Anthony just called me. The Colonel just called me. He goes, "Hey man, do you want me on the show?" I don't want to fucking be an asshole and be like, "No," but ye will know it.
Yeah, just tell him.
I'm gonna be like, your services are no longer needed.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Because it's his birthday. I saw that on Facebook.
That's fucked up.
I'm sending you a message.
That's fucked up.
Birthday
That's
Colonel.
fucked up. That's fucked up. I don't want to do that.
Well, at least you're giving him a present. But, you know, I mean,
I don't
the
wanna
comedy
do that,
segment started about 10 minutes early, but who cares?
You know,
we're gonna go to Kentucky like the
Hey,
Wildcats
happy
and win.
birthday, but we don't need you. Hey, you know, I'm gonna give him the Brady Bunch shit from the Brady Bunch movies when they're like, something suddenly came up. I don't want to be an asshole.
Well, that's what
though.
she said.
And we were talking about this.
Oh, man,
I hate that you guys have. I hate that our listeners got to hear us bash our co-hosts.
Well, we're bashing the Capitals, but Kentucky is kind of near Washington D.C., so it kind of fits geographically, topographically, you know, and
right.
topography. You know.
I mean, he just texted me and shit, so I was like, I figured that.
Well,
I might as well just mention them.
Well, it kind of goes because Washington D.C. is mathematically less than 100 miles away from D.C., so Kentucky and D.C. You know.
You know what's so funny is that my girl tells me, "Why the fuck is he a colonel?"
Well, I heard he was a Cliff, but you know.
No, that's not. Hey.
Oh, no,
I will bash him,
cliffhanger.
but I won't go that far on air.
That's a good movie too, Cliffhanger. We're gonna have to review that at some point.
And I told my girl, why am I fucking bashing Anthony right now? I told my girl the reason why he's a Kentucky Colonel is because he earned that right to be a Kentucky Colonel. So I'll always give him a thumbs up for that shit.
Oh, I thought he's one of those dudes in the commercials. You know,
Jeff
for the
Foxworthy is a Kentucky Colonel, bro.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like Jeff Foxworthy. You might be a redneck if.
You know how you a redneck when your gun rack got a gun rack on it.
Man, that dude was funny back in the day, man. That's the most underrated Canadian.
How does that get you, like, get her done? Like, how does that get you to the pinnacle of fucking comedy? Get her done? I can't hear James. But, we're all fucking raging alcoholics, dude.
Yeah, it's like the top comedy comedian.
You're good. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit. But I never understood how they just launched off, dude. The fucking guy, Bill, what's his name?
Science guy?
No. I forget his name. There's Larry the Cable Guy, Jeff Foxworthy, and then like a Bill White. Bill White. He's a fucking raging alcoholic, dude. Most comedians are. You know, the sad part about comedy, it always leads to tragedy. Or tragedy, huh? Right. I can't hear James at all. But You know, and it's sad because a lot of these guys. No, dude, Phil Hartman, that shit's.
Phil Hartman
fucked up,
was like
dude.
the worst. There we go.
That's fucked up, dude.
This
He's,
thing was loose. I'll keep messing with it during the show.
that's fucked up, dude. He got murdered,
yeah.
bro.
That in the anniversary of that was this week. That's why I brought it up.
He
It
got
came up on my
murdered,
Facebook
man.
feed.
He didn't deserve that shit.
At the height of his career too.
Right. You know, and then
Yeah, I think it's this little piece right here, because every time this thing goes down, that's when it's having problems.
right now it's perfect. But yeah, that Phil Hartman shit,
Not the
dude.
chord. It's definitely not. Definitely not the chord.
Because like the sad part about that whole entire situation is that his wife was mentally ill. dude.
Yeah, and he stayed with her, and tried to get her help, and then she went and did that. Then when the cops were coming in, she committed suicide in the house.
That shit's fucked up. And Phil Hartman, dude, he was
He was at the height of his
bro.
career.
I love Phil
Oh,
Hartman.
he was great.
On SNL
Jingle,
and shit.
jingle all the way. Trying to steal the other guy's wife.
You know, and then the
Yeah, it's like literally the worst.
yeah.
Nah, I can't hear you. Yeah, I can't. It's like, can you hear him now? I think we knocked out. We keep switching. Yeah, we've had more mic issues than Roseanne singing the national anthem. That's how bad that was. Yeah, we heard about that. Oh my goodness, we'll talk about that on the TV/art/culture/movie segment. But I said to bring that up because that's the last time they've had mic issues that bad. Being straight up. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. What's her face at the at the NBA All-Star game this year? Fergie. Yeah, I take that back. Fergie. Sorry, Roseanne. You did something else even worse, but Fergie was the last time we had mic issues this bad.
But I want to know, what did Roseanne say on Twitter?
Oh, we'll get into that in the art segment, okay?
Okay.
We'll say that. That's for later in the show. That'll be in about
You know,
that'll be in about half an hour. We're getting into that, something like that. Some of the time frames and whatnot. 35 minutes.
A funny story is that I lost my phone for 18 hours last night.
Oh yeah. Oh, we'll save this for the comedy segment too. But yeah, we're gonna talk about sports real quick. We're talking about the Golden Knights. Next up on our list, our biggest topic of the day. I'm a guy who likes alcohol too, Henny. His name is J.R. Smith, and he hennied all the way up to the almost off the court. Yeah, he had probably the biggest sports screw up other than the pace car wrecking out at the IndyCar race today. If it wasn't for that, that'd be like you'd be number one for the weekend. This might be the biggest sports screw up ever. But we got.
And it was like I told my friend. There's a comedian. His name is Mike Birbiglia, and there's a skit where he's talking to his wife, and his wife is saying, "Let's play a game of basketball." And he goes, "I don't want to play a game of basketball with you because I'm gonna kick your ass." And she's like, "Whatever, let's just play." So then he's playing his wife a
Yeah.
game of 21, and he goes. My wife goes, I never met anybody who was so obsessed with the score. He goes, the score is what makes it a fucking game. I
Hey
was
yeah.
like, damn, exactly, bro. That's J.R. Smith shit.
And
right
speaking
there.
of J.R. Smith, I just got an update from my ESPN ESPN app.
Okay.
Warriors fans chant MVP Smith as he steps on to the free throw line for the first time in Game 2.
That's
They were
brutal.
chanting
They're
MVP
trolling
at
his
him.
ass?
The Warriors fans were chanting MVP at him. That's an actual ESPN update.
Wow.
I call it ESPN. That's a Charles Barkley reference, by the way, because he called it ESPN when he was trying to do Spanish on a broadcast once. They had him read the commercials, and he said ESPN instead of ESPN. So it's a Charles Barkley reference.
You remember when he was trolling the women of San
Oh
Antonio?
yeah. Then he apologized to him because he had a churro for the first time, and then that's why he thought they were so big because they've eaten all them churros. You remember going like,
Charles Barkley is
Oh,
fucking gold.
He was my favorite player when I was growing up. This is before I knew how funny he was. I liked him because he was on the Phoenix Suns, who got the #1 pick in the draft for the first time ever this year, by the way. So like all my teams are winning again. But yeah, yeah, it was funny. He's talking about them big old women in San Antonio. He says Victoria's the secret down there. That's literally what he said on there. Oh my goodness. But yeah, yeah, we got some memes of J.R. Smith that we're gonna show on the channel. These are not our memes. We found them online. We don't take credit for them. We did. Oh yeah, we didn't do any of them. But we got some interesting ones. Yeah, but yeah, we definitely got some interesting memes. We got one where like LeBron is like, it's like LeBron has a photograph maybe at the game, which is true, going by the press conferences from the NBA playoffs, and then J.R. Smith doesn't even know the score of the game.
my biggest concern
That's
is
happened
this,
before,
bro.
dude.
My biggest concern is this. As a professional, I guarantee you this. You fucking look up at the scoreboard, dude. You have to see it. Like, you can't fucking sit there and tell people that that you knew. His explanations are even worse.
His explanation changed today too. This changed 3 times in 2 days. I'm not even joking.
His explanation.
I'm not even joking.
His explanation was even worse when he's like,
I don't know
he
what the
says
score
that
was.
he thought he was in the lead. Then he goes and says,
Then he said
"Well,
it.
I knew we were tied."
And then he changed it up again.
Like, dude.
And then he says, now I don't know what I know anymore. That's what he said today.
Because you be smoking that weed.
And drinking Henny. But yeah, the memes online are epic. Like they got one where he's running off the court and he's going to like the store and he's buying a Henny. And then you get LeBron and Tyronn Lue go over here like LeBron's like, and then Tyronn Lue's like, and then you got him like running off with alcohol. That's from Bay Area Sports NBC. That's the official channel of the Warriors.
And another thing is that a lot of people don't know that J.R. Smith fucking killed somebody, bro. When he was playing for the New York Knicks, he was at the club, hennying it up, smoking that weed, fucking got into a car and fucking killed somebody, dude.
Well, karma kind of got back at him after
he
game
got
1.
acquitted of everything. I don't understand. I don't understand how like that happens, you know. But then you look at things like that and you be like, oh, okay, J.R. Smith is that one dude that he's like that one dude on your friends list that you like.
You keep on the back of the bench
Right,
for a
you
reason.
get like,
Oh, it's that guy again.
like J.R., come on, bro.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Like, dude, how fucking drunk are you?
Oh, the best is the memes where he's like squinting like in the middle distance, like the guy from Night at the Museum or whatever, the Roman, the little Roman guy who's always like peering off into the middle distance. That's like J.R. Smith. They got pictures of him doing that.
And this is leading into the comedy section of the show, where I gotta believe this is the most comedical blunder I've ever seen in my life.
But speaking of that, before we end the sports, what is the biggest sports blunder of all time? We had that.
Ooh, we had J.R. Smith, #1. The Pete Carroll throw the ball on the 1 yard line. Me and my boys, we talked about this last night, and they say that J.R. Smith fucking blunder is way worse than Pete Carroll's fucking not running the ball with beast mode.
I agree with that.
And like next to that, I don't think there's a situation in sports history where you're gonna see somebody do a brain fart like that ever.
The only thing I could think of was the IndyCar pace car wrecking itself today, which kind of blew my mind. I'm over here like, you all know me. I talk about NASCAR. I like Kyle Busch. I like Will Power.
You like country.
Scott Dixon.
You like Budweiser.
But man, how do you wreck a pace car?
You're the only one in the front, dude. There's nobody in front of you.
Well, where me was, they don't have all that safety gear on too, so I'm thinking the dude's like seriously injured or whatnot. No,
that fucking guy probably lost his job.
He
had to get drug tested.
You wrecked an over $60,000 car or something like that.
Was it a Charger?
I don't know. I'll look it up right now.
But like as being the pace car, dude, and you wreck, god damn.
And we got an update on the NBA Finals, 32-28 after one for the Warriors in the lead.
Okay, we'll keep.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find that pace car.
And the producer's brother, before we got into the studio, he goes, "Hey, bro, who you got tonight?" I say, "My guy." He goes, "What do you mean?"
It's trending on Google right now.
He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "My guy." He's like, "Oh, you're a LeBron James fan?" I said, "I am a LeBron James lover. I fucking love LeBron James, dude."
Oh, here it is.
But
I just found it.
nice.
And
But
it is trending on Google. That's the first thing that comes up when you put IndyCar. It's not even IndyCar. It's IndyCar pace car.
it says
wreck.
GM
It's
executive.
GM executive, dude. And then watch this. Watch this. Watch it.
Oh shit!
I know. Look at this.
How you fuck that up,
Crazy.
dude?
I'm
What was he doing?
I'm gonna hold it up here for the camera, maybe, but this is.
Here.
Just,
If the
yeah,
camera
hold-
can see this,
Oh, we'll wait till it gets on camera. But man, this is
that's
crazy.
a fucking Corvette.
That is a Corvette. It's a brand new, like $100,000 Corvette.
That's a
Let me look. That's what I'm
this
trying to-
year Corvette.
And it was a General Motors executive. It's a 2019 Corvette ZR1
It's not even out yet.
at the Detroit Grand Prix. That's why they play at GM there, because it's in Detroit.
Wow. And then you're the executive.
That's all right. His name is. He's the. Oh, this is even better. The General Motors Product Development Head, Mark Rouse.
Wow.
He's the product development head, and he's wrecking his own product.
His own shit.
This is crazy. I can't believe
Wow.
it is. And he hit head on.
Oh,
too.
dude,
this
he
is what
hit
had me worried. He
head
hit
on. I don't even know how he turned like
That's
that. Like,
what
what
I
did
said,
you
that-
do?
That's what I said. That's why I was so worried about it, because he hit head on.
Oh,
like
I know
that.
what he did. I know what he did because
Probably hit the
a lot of people don't
But
know
if you
this.
if you look in the window, you see his head bouncing too,
Yep. A lot of
That's
people
what had
don't
me
know
worried.
this, but
like Dale Earnhardt kind of.
Corvettes, they're rear wheel drive. So my only explanation for that is he was giving too much gas, and then since it's rear wheel drive, it fucking spun him out. That's the only way. And I'm pretty sure Corvettes are rear wheel drive.
And that's the dude right there, Mark Rouse.
Wow.
I mean, seriously, if it wasn't for J.R. Smith, this would be the #1 tweeted meme online.
That's
The
insane.
IndyCar pace car. But yeah, you were saying that this one's probably the worst one, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to agree with that.
JR.
That and then the Seattle Seahawks basically handing Tom Brady a Super Bowl ring.
Ah, fuck that guy. Fucking Tom Brady.
Hey, he's got
We know you're
supermodels.
perfect, bro. I know you're 40. You still look like you're 20.
So is his wife.
You know? It's like, we get it, dude. The TB12, we get it. And then he's fucking like, now he has a big thing against Bill Belichick and shit.
Oh yeah, they're feuding now.
They're
But I'm
feuding.
siding with Belichick on that, man.
Really? Why?
Why? 'Cause he ain't whining about it all the time like Tom Brady is. That's usually the person whining about it's usually the one causing the
So
drama.
my biggest question is this now. So who makes the team? Is it Tom Brady or is it Bill Belichick?
Good question.
Will Bill Belichick be the greatest coach if he didn't have Tom Brady? I don't
Will
think
Tom
so.
Brady be the best quarterback who didn't have Bill Belichick?
I don't
Goes
know.
both ways. I
It's
think,
like,
they need each other equally.
It's a tricky subject. I want to say that it's definitely Tom Brady
Yeah.
because he's the one that goes out on the field and has to perform. But Bill Belichick, on his strategy, he is definitely the #1 coach I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he is.
His game plan, it's so meticulous that people and everybody who knows sports, a lot of the Patriots dudes be coming out and saying like, I fucking hate playing for the Patriots because it's not fun. Because Bill Belichick is a winner. And then Mike Golick goes, when was winning fun?
Exactly.
The only time winning is fun is when you win at the end of the game and then you have fun. It's not sports is not supposed to be fun. You're supposed to enjoy it internally, but out there on the field, you got to fucking compete, man. And if you don't compete, it's not supposed to be fucking fun all the time.
Exactly.
So a lot of these Patriot players who are coming out and talking shit about Bill Belichick, maybe that's how they felt. Like he was just, you know, like a lot of the shit that made them all hate him is because what he did with Malcolm Butler.
Yeah, that's true. But I'll say this much about it. J.R. Smith made everybody love him. He did the opposite effect. And he made some great comedy, which is going to lead us into our next topic.
What did he say today? He said that he doesn't
I don't remember what I was thinking. I just did it or something like that. That starts the beginning of the comedy. The J.R. Smith circus that has engulfed Oakland / San Francisco Bay Area, California.
They were cheering MVP for
They were
him.
cheering MVP for him. Like I said, he's made people happy. He's making people happy.
Right.
And I hope he's happy too, because, man, he made the whole world happy with that memes. Oh, my goodness.
God.
This
I
is the
feel
greatest
bad.
thing. This is the greatest thing ever.
So going into comedy, that is the greatest fucking shit I ever seen. But
That's why I said it would be a great segue.
it's like
What? I can't stop thinking about the meme.
I can't stop thinking about. I think the last 2 days, that's all I've been talking about is J.R.
Okay,
Smith.
what's the best meme you've seen for J.R. Smith?
I have to say that it is definitely the one where LeBron is like, "You only got one job to do, pass me the ball."
Yeah, like the Cavaliers ain't gonna win unless LeBron James has the ball 90% of the game. Don't even pass to nobody but Kevin Love. Just give it to LeBron.
Just give it to LeBron, dude.
He'll
He'll
score
get you
100
there.
points. Just give. Yeah, LeBron will win it. They just keep the ball away from his other people other than Kevin Love. I mean, Kevin Love I like. Kevin Love is highly underrated, but
Kevin Love is the only fucking person that's been helping LeBron.
exactly. And you know what's bad if their third best player is J.R. Smith.
Yeah, remember when we talked about that shit?
That's more comedy right there, ladies and gentlemen.
We literally fucking like narrowed it down. Like J.R. Smith is your only option.
Yep.
Like you can't have the other 2 dudes. One guy's never even fucking played a minute.
I'm gonna see if I can find that meme.
I like the
video.
spaghetti bowl one too.
Oh,
When
the
LeBron
best
has
is
the
when he
spaghetti
goes,
and then JR has the bread.
I'm seeing if I can find that one where he goes to the Henny store.
Oh,
Oh man, that's all that's going through my brain right now.
nice. And the one that you have on there where it's like J.R. Smith is walking down New York and then he sees a girl and LeBron's on the side of him and then he's like, and then the girl has "We're ahead" on her shirt. That's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
And then then LeBron's like pointing towards the basket in the background.
So going into comedy, we were talking about Phil Hartman and
Yeah.
all that stuff. I feel like that was fucked up, man.
No, that was the worst.
That was fucked up. Like Phil Hartman, he was the guy back then, the 90s. Especially, after coming off an SNL and all this stuff. A lot of these guys are really great. And then to find out that his wife, who had mental disorders, which I've been stating on this show for the longest, I probably have mental disorders as well. But this is
I think everybody does.
This is what this country fails to acknowledge.
Yeah, that's true.
The mental stability of people. You can never know what the next man's gonna do because even though I know you for 20 years, I don't know if tomorrow you might have the worst day of your life, dude. And you're gonna end up doing some shit.
I found it.
What?
Here you go. Watch this.
Oh, here we go.
We post this up on the Facebook page.
Oh, hell no. LeBron's like,
Look at Tyronn Lue.
oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's
We
good.
can look up on NFL memes on Facebook right now if you got it, ladies and gentlemen. Because they have the J.R. Smith
I don't know how they cropped
run
that.
into the liquor store and buying Henny, and then you get LeBron over here like, and then the coach is like, Tyronn Lue is over there like,
Oh, it just gets. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's just it gets greater every second.
the MVP chants tonight are just, oh.
But going back to comedy and stuff, like I feel like comedy, a lot, like we said, a lot of these comedians are just like us, man. There's a lot of deep down depression that goes into comedy, dude.
Yeah, that's why they do. That's why they do the comedy to get away from their pain and hurt and all that.
And when you listen to a lot of these comedians, dude, these guys, it it takes balls to go on stage in front of 10,000 people and literally just be open to them and let them just absorb what you're saying.
Yeah, that's and then that kind of just maybe exacerbates their pain too when
Right.
they're alone, and that's why they start doing drugs and all that, like speedballs and
All
kind of
that
stuff.
shit. And then, you know, and then
It exacerbates it.
people just look at them and they don't feel bad because they're like, oh, they're rich. That's the thing with me. Like, I don't understand why people negate other people's emotions because they're rich. Like they're not
If they're
allowed
not humans,
to feel that way
like they're not humans
Right.
like you are.
just because they have more money than you.
Come on, man.
Like, I never really got to that. And then I want to say that because when Amy Winehouse passed away, I fucking went on Facebook and I was like, I hella degraded her, bro, on Facebook. Hella degraded her. Like, fuck Amy Winehouse. She's a fucking druggie, all this type of shit. And two of my friends get on to my comment and they go like, bro, that's fucked up, dude. Like, why don't you let her live? Like, yeah, she died, but don't throw that on top of it.
Mm.
And then I was like, you're right. And then 2 nights ago, I was listening to Amy Winehouse. And I told my girl, I was like, holy shit, I didn't fucking know that Dap Kings fucking did her soundtrack, dude. I know the producer knows who the Dap Kings are. I didn't know that. Back to Black, I didn't know that they did that whole entire album. If I would have known that, I would have never bashed her, dude. Because Dap Kings ain't no joke. Daptones, the whole entire Daptones record label, awesome.
I almost thought you said Deftones there for a second.
No, Daptones.
Okay, sorry, I heard you wrong.
These are legends. Charles Bradley, bro. Come on, you know about that shit. Charles Bradley, dude, he is the most underrated fucking soul singer, blues, R&B, whatever you want to call that. He's the most underrated ever. And it's sad that after he died, everybody's now I hear Charles Bradley shit all over the goddamn TV, dude. After he died, though. Why can't we need to start honoring our people while they're alive?
Yep.
And forget the fact that whatever happens, just honor them while they're here because that's all we got. Charles Bradley, bro, when he died, I don't know. That was hard for me. I call him the mini James Brown. That's just how I feel.
Well, you sound like how I was back when Bobby the Brain Heenan died. He was like the greatest comedian in like wrestling history.
Right.
Dude was hilarious with some of the stuff he was doing. Like in one match alone, he just completely trolled Bret Hart and his entire family. Like literally the entire commentary for the match, and it was just epic. Like he said, let me try to think of some stuff he was saying. Like, you know the Boston Bruins had like a bear logo. Well,
Yeah.
The dad was wearing the bear logo on his jacket, right? He's like, oh look, he's got a picture of his wife Helen on the back of his jacket. How thoughtful! And it's like this ugly looking bear with like fangs and stuff. And he's like, oh, they got 13 people in the Hart family living in one house, right? Wouldn't that be classified as a ghetto?
Wow.
Like this is like the what they had like the guy from Family Feud there, and he's like dying laughing because of this guy, and like he's like trolling him the whole time, like literally like. Now, are they sure they're the same family? Because they all look different. And then he's like,
That's true.
The other guy's like, oh look, they two have blonde hair and two have black hair, Bobby. Like, yeah, but look at their faces.
They all look different.
That's what he was saying. But yeah, it was funny, man. I look at our comedy segment went like in a whole nother direction.
It went from like
deep.
comedy a little bit, then
It
it
went
went
to
to deep,
deep,
then it
man.
went to like to funny. then
Oh
nah.
man, this is good. This is like great comedy. But yeah, I highly recommend.
Oh, another thing.
If anybody wants to look that up, look up Bobby the Brain Heenan Survivor Series or Bobby Heenan Survivor Series 1993. It'll come up on Daily Motion. Trust me, it's the greatest thing in wrestling history.
Nice.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I also wanted to bring up this other topic. It's comical because it's between rappers. Drake is at it again, guys.
Oh, you talking about the baby mama drama?
Yeah. What's
I heard
going
about
on there, dude? Like,
Yeah, he's lying.
and
The-
and Pusha T fucking brought it to him, dude. I don't know if Drake can come back from this.
He can.
They call him coonin, bro. That's another shit. They say that Drake's a coon. That he's the original blackface. I'm telling you, that's what they're saying that.
Why are they saying that? That's kind of a racist comment. That's why I'm asking. Why would they be saying that about?
I don't know. This is what my friends are telling me. I'm like, wow. And they're like, yeah, bro, he's a big time coon, bro. I'm like, what? Yeah, he only reps. They hate on him because they can't be him. Period.
Well, I'll say this much. Maybe it's because he's Canadian
and Jewish. He's a Canadian Jew.
I didn't know. Well,
he is Jewish.
Was his family Jewish or like mom?
I believe
or dad
so.
Or?
I believe so.
Okay. I didn't know that.
He is a Jew. Which I'm gonna do Ancestry.com. I want to know how Jewish I am.
Or you have like your Jewish percentage is.
I want to know. Maybe I might be 5%, because I act hella Jew a lot of times. Now I'm being anti-Semitic. I can't do that.
Yeah. Did we have this discussion?
Last night.
What was that? Oh man, I feel like I'm in the Han Solo movie. Oh, we'll talk about that during the the next segment.
Oh.
Or the segment after this. But yeah.
Oh, he said the magic word.
Yeah, then I got the score update. It's 47-36 Warriors ahead of the Cavaliers.
Wow.
LeBron's got 10 points, but I think that's second most in the game.
So the next one is what? Why shit don't work?
No, it's weird news.
Oh yeah, weird news. But we're gonna involve why shit don't work involved with it. So.
Yeah, like for example, the IndyCar pace car incident and J.R. Smith dribbling the ball in the whole other direction, not knowing what the score is, and then say he knew what it was and he thought it was tied, and then he changed the story again today.
Right.
That's why it doesn't work. So I'm gonna look up the weird news. I just had it on here, but I was looking up the Henny meme.
Oh man.
That was
Henny should sponsor JR.
They should.
But yeah. So on the comedy part, I wanted to.
Okay. Yeah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll leave begin.
No, go ahead.
I'll leave you into the comedy segment, then we'll get started on this.
I was gonna say for the comedy part, it's just people gotta give respect to these people, man. That's it. Period. Give respect. These guys go up there and they fucking let you know their whole entire life, and it takes balls to go up there and be honest to everybody. You know what I mean? To have no inhibitions, to feel like I'm just gonna let people know everything, dude. A lot of people can't even do that with their own families, let alone 10,000 people. So mad props to the comedians out there. You guys keep making me laugh.
And speaking of that, for those of you who have Hulu, Martin Lawrence has a comedy special on there. I highly recommend it because I used to watch the Barton Show all the time, and he was amazing back in the day.
Oh, that was the shit.
Representing Martin.
Damn, Gina.
Didn't he have Shanae on there or something?
Shanae?
Man, I want.
No. That was Was it Shanae?
Yeah, I think it was, man. I think that's when he dressed in drag.
Yeah. When the neighbor.
Yeah, she's over that.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Acting like from Friday, Felicia.
Felicia. I asked my coworker. I go, "Hey, man, can I borrow your car?" She goes, "What?" I go, "Yeah, from Friday. You don't remember that?" And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, some people ask, can I get some sugar? Can I get some ketchup? You want to try to borrow my car?"
You'll be like, my neck, my back, and my neck. And speaking of weird news, we got our first weird news story.
Let's do it.
Woman calls for KFC just so the delivery driver can help get rid of spider.
Oh, fuck. What?
Yeah, she called the KFC just so the delivery driver can help get rid of spider.
I'm more amazed that KFC delivers.
Demi Sweeney.
Was that Uber Eats?
Yeah, Demi Sweeney has a phobia of spiders and was quite hungry, so she and a friend concocted a cunning plan. So she called for a takeaway so the delivery driver could help get rid of one. Demi Sweeney's a 22-year-old criminology student at Bournemouth University. She spotted a huge spider outside her room last week. Demi told BuzzFeed, which is where the news story's on, that she woke up at an empty house around 10 a.m. She felt trapped in her room, that the creature might drop onto her as she passed by.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? It's a goddamn spider.
As all of her housemates were away, she messaged friends and family for help. One suggested ordering food on Deliveroo. Nice advertising for them. And asking the delivery driver to sort the situation out.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? You
She-
can't kill a spider, bitch.
She said she checked with delivery roofers to see if drivers were allowed to land customers' homes. They are. She decided to get KFC and accidentally ordered 2 meals, by the way, and added a note in her order. I have spoken to delivery customer service. Please, can you help me remove a spider for me? 20 minutes later, her fried chicken arrived, and Debbie ran downstairs to her savior. Unfortunately, the driver who had seen her request was also scared of spiders. Demi had to beg him to help. Guess how big it was. She said it would give it a go, asking where it was. She said Demi also got him to get a chair to stand on and some equipment. She added there was a moment of panic when the spider dropped on the floor and started running away, but it was eventually captured by the heroic driver.
I feel like this is worse.
The driver flushed the intruder down the toilet, which left Demi too afraid to sit on it for much of the day. She thanked him about 50 times, and she said, I wanted to hug him. That's a real-life hero.
Wow. Because he killed the spider.
I mean, he was scared of spiders, too.
That's so... The irony of that is just ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. That is weird. Like, you can't kill a spider? Are you afraid of spiders?
No.
Do you have any phobias? Are you afraid of anything like that?
Just relationships, but
Fucking, I'm not gonna lie. Back in my days when I was younger, of course, fucking, when I would swim in my friends' pools, I used to have a phobia of like not touching the bottom. Like if I can't touch the bottom, I ain't going in it.
Bikini Bottom? What?
Like the ocean.
Is that where SpongeBob lives?
The ocean, bro.
SpongeBob
I don't fuck around with the ocean.
Man, you're out there hanging out with SpongeBob, Patrick,
I was out
and
there
Squidward.
with all of them.
Man, that's a good show, man.
I don't
SpongeBob.
fucking go to the ocean. I just don't do it. It's a lot of things that is not under my control, dude, and I don't want it.
Now we're gonna move on to the next
weird news.
And this kind of goes with not with the ocean, but with the air. It's a plane story.
Oh wow. This is
mind you,
great.
Dr. Kavarga finds the best stuff online. Now you're only gonna get the best.
I was
the KFC.
I was gonna say that one.
This one may be better
damn
than
near
the KFC.
better. I was gonna say that was damn near worse than the lady who got killed by 6 wiener dogs.
Oh, this is even better. This one is can you read the headline? Plane forced to make emergency landing after one passenger's unbearable body odor makes others vomit and faint.
What?
Yeah, a Boeing 737 Transavia flight from Schiphol Airport in the Netherlands to Gran Canaria in Spain, diverted to Faro in Portugal over the stench after crew tried to quarantine the man in a toilet.
You know what's so funny is like I was gonna say, was he European?
Well, we're gonna
but you
find out.
pretty much got it down right there because them Europeans, bro, they don't know anything about deodorant.
Yeah, and the Transavia flight
Deodorant,
to
motherfucker.
the Spanish holiday island of Gran Canaria was forced to make an unexpected detour when travelers became distressed by the stench of a man who smelt like he hadn't washed in weeks.
Wow.
The man smelled so bad, other passengers started to faint and vomit after the flight took off from Schiphol Airport in the Netherlands. Staff on board the Transavia service reportedly tried to quarantine him in the toilet of the Boeing 737 before the pilots were forced to divert the flight. They landed in Faro in southern Portugal, so the foul-smelling man could be removed from the flight.
Wow.
A picture taken by one of the passengers shows the medical personnel escorting the man from the aeroplane onto a bus. Belgian passenger Piet van Hout was one of the passengers on board the plane, described the stench of the man as unbearable. He said it was like he hadn't washed himself in several weeks. Several passengers got sick and had to puke. Transavia confirmed the emergency landing and saying it was due to medical reasons.
Wow.
It was not known the medical reasons related to the man or the other passengers on the plane who were ill due to the stench. A Transavia spokesman said the aeroplane diverted because of medical reasons, but it was quite indeed right that he smelled quite a bit.
He smelled ripe.
Bizarrely, it's not the first smelly incident on a Transavia flight this year.
It's Europeans.
In February, a Transavia flight, a plane from Dubai to Amsterdam, was forced to make an emergency landing in the Austrian capital of Vienna after a passenger could not stop farting, which caused a brawl between several passengers.
Oh, you know how you know that the
Right. And
you know how bad the world is going down when people start doing shit like that. You
And-
get mad because dude farted. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and after this, we're going to take a 30-second break, and break is brought to you by Transavia Airlines, where we remove smelly
stinky
passengers
people
for you, even once you fart.
No. The thing. I actually. You remember the scene in Pulp Fiction when they bust into the room talking about like Marcellus Wallace? Is he a bitch? And he's like, what? And he's like, say what again? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So I made a meme because I happen to be a person that.
Oh yeah, I got the next story I'll load up. This is even more disgusting than the last one. I'm finding epic stuff this week.
So like yeah,
without even trying, that'll be our third and last weird news story.
I happen to like run into somebody that really smelled bad, dude, and then I made a meme where Samuel L. Jackson has his gun out and he goes, "Deodorant, motherfucker! Have you heard of it?" They speak English and what?
All right, and we are back. Thank you, Transavia Airlines, for that brief intermission.
Yes.
Your news. We are glad you handled the smelly people, and your passengers thank you as well.
Definitely. And Samuel L. Jackson. Get the goddamn snakes off this plane! Can't believe he made that movie, dude.
But there were snakes on a plane. Somebody had to stop it. No, it's like that movie,
He's
Shark
always
Attack
so
3 Megalodon.
angry.
Somebody had to stop the giant shark.
He's always so angry. Like, I want to believe that when people like write these movies, they're like angry black dude, Samuel L. Jackson. Like that's what I want to believe.
Well, ironically, the opposite end of that, the NASCAR faction, Talladega Nights got made into a movie just by 7 words that they told the studio executives. Will Ferrell as a NASCAR driver. And that's what got them to make the movie. That's literally all they told him.
I'm not even, dude. I love fucking Talladega Nights, bro.
Oh,
That's my shit right there.
Oh, and speaking of that,
Don't you put this on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put this on me.
And speaking of that, Las Vegas driver Kurt Busch did in fact drive a Talladega Nights car one year when he didn't have sponsorship, and he also drove a Days of Thunder, Tom Cruise reference, car as well that year in the other race he didn't have a sponsor.
Wow.
So he did Cole Trickle and Ricky Bobby. So yeah,
Talladega Nights was the
real life
shit.
I didn't even know that happened until I actually Googled it and it came up randomly on my Ricky Bobby search.
Wow.
And then like real life Ricky Bobby car driven by Kurt Busch.
He goes. His dad goes, hell, Ricky, that don't make no goddamn sense. And he's like, all my life you told me if you ain't first, you last. He goes, Ricky, that don't make no goddamn sense. I was high.
Yeah, Ricky, there's a cougar in your back seat.
And he's like, well, hell, man, you can come second, third, fourth.
And he goes out there and it's like Zsa Zsa Gabor or something.
Yeah.
That's been funny.
My
god. But yeah.
my shit is when the kids go.
Walker and Texas Ranger.
No. When they downplay Chip, the grandpa.
Yeah, Chip, we threw your old war medals into the river.
He's all like, I might be 5, but I'll beat your ass.
Yeah, we're gonna take you to Sunday school right now.
And then Chip goes, I don't know why they talk to me like that. And then Will Ferrell's like, because they're winners, Chip. And winners get to say whatever they want. The only thing you ever did good is make my beautiful hot smoking wife. And he's like, hell yeah, boom, smacks her in the ass.
And then they start like making love on the table. It's like, okay, hold your ass. And then Cal Naughton Jr. is like, I'll hold your hair. I love Cal Naughton. Man.
And then he's like, then the kids go, I peed my pants. And he told me,
I had a nacho fountain.
He's like, I told her, that movie is so great.
Yeah, I remember like Cal Naughton Jr. He's like all conflicted. He's always like, Ricky Bobby is my best friend, and it's shake and bake time. And
then he's like, then he goes, Magic Man.
And El Diablo in the
he comes in the door, right? He's like, what the hell is this? He's like, what you mean? He's like, I've been gone for only 2 hours.
Now, Ricky, I'm moving on. Cal's my man now.
He's like, we inviting you to the wedding. And he's like,
and he calls him
I don't want to be there.
He's calling him every day. He's talking over here like,
hey, man, is your house haunted?
Yeah, man. I'm like listening to the stereo, the TV, and the radio all at the same time. And I'm using the microwave, too.
And then he
And I'm
goes
making a
to
nacho
He's like, I
fountain.
don't even know why I'm talking to you right now. I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, bye.
He's like, hey, Ricky, is your house haunted? That movie's fucking great.
Oh man. And speaking of greatness,
When he's all like, you think I can't use my legs?
that actually ties into our last weird
And then
news story.
God rest his soul, Ving Rhames goes. No, not Ving Rhames. Who was it? Michael Clark Duncan. He goes, don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on me.
And well, speaking of legs, we're gonna do our last weird news story. And it's outrage as disgusting holidaymaker filmed shaving legs in busy hotel pool while other guests swim nearby.
She shaved her legs in the pool.
In the pool.
There's
Look, you can
one.
see there's
there's-
a video right here. Look at this.
There's one. Let me see.
Right
There's
there.
one thing I cannot
There's
stand.
an actual video of it. Somebody's starting to record.
Damn, she's a big bitch. I'm not even lying. This
that's it.
lady is huge, bro.
And ladies and gentlemen, go watch Big Mama's house tonight.
Oh, hell no. That's nasty, dude.
That's why I picked this one. This is for your reaction to this, because I saw this like 4 days ago.
I'm not. This lady is about 400 pounds, dude.
Kind of like Steven Seagal, but
Like Steven Seagal, he's like, hey, man, you know why they call that helicopter a skipper? He's
Yeah,
like,
like-
why? He's like, because it goes skip, 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 skip.
he's like, I'm an Akikado Zen master.
And then they go, how did you know that? He's like, because I've been driving helicopters 45 years. That is nasty, dude. That is nasty. The one thing I hated when I was little and I would go swim is getting other people's hair on your body. Tell me that doesn't creep you out. When you're going to a pool and you get a fucking strand of hair on your body, dude, oh, I don't even play that. I hate that shit. But that lady, she was about 450 pounds. She's a big lady, dude. She's a big lady in front of kids, too. Like, she's fucking shaving her legs in front of kids, and these little kids, you know how little kids open their fucking mouths? Ugh, that's disgusting, dude. That
Yeah, it's really just.
There's pool etiquette, man. Don't piss in the pool. And if you do have to piss, just get out the shit and start pissing all over yourself, man.
And don't shave your legs in the pool either.
Yeah. Like, don't leave excrements and shit like that in a pool, dude.
And speaking of that, our NBA finals are at halftime. 59-46, Warriors are in the lead.
I knew it.
And
Gerald's
that'll-
fucking happy in there. He's like, fuck yeah, fuck LeBron.
And that'll lead us into our next topic, which is arts, culture, movies, music, art, like paintings.
Bro, I watched that Evil Genius shit.
Yeah, I told you, man.
Dude,
Is it epic?
it's fucking insane.
I know. I thought that was the greatest crime show I've ever seen in my
Dude,
life,
that
man.
fucking lady Marguerite,
Margaret,
yeah, she is.
Out of her
How,
mind.
how the fuck did Bill get away with all that shit? Like,
He's smarter than she is.
and to me, what blows my mind is how the fuck did he not get arrested when he clearly admitted to the cops
Exactly.
that I got the body, I wrapped it up and I put it in my goddamn freezer. How
Yeah,
do
they
you
found it.
not fucking go? How you not going to jail for that?
Between that and then the collar bomb thing.
Yeah, and which was so crazy because
I've seen the
Bill-
uncensored video of that. That's like,
dude, when they showed that bomb go off, dude, I didn't think they were going to show that.
they did.
And then on top of it, why weren't the fucking cops even trying to help the dude? They just left his body, and then they had to chop his head off. Remember?
Yeah.
They had to chop
And
his
his
head
family like sued him over that.
off. The family sued them because they desecrated his body. But the only way they can get the collar bomb is because they had to chop his head off. And the dude even says that's the worst decision I ever had to make in my life.
Yep.
Do I literally want to cut this dude's head off, even though he just died?
Yeah. Then
Shit is deep.
Then I got another one I'm recommending for you that goes right along with that.
Go.
Inside the Mind of a Serial Killer.
Ooh.
There's like 10 episodes on it, and it's
That-
all different types too. There's like all 10 of them, including the Oslo bomber / Utoya island shooter guy in Norway.
Wow.
He's on the list. They got
with the camp with the kids.
Yep. He's on there. Because
Wow.
they have so much information on him. They've never had that before with anybody like that.
Right.
They got like French serial killers, got Americans. They got the Cleveland Stranglers, one of them.
Wow. No,
It's
that Evil
pretty
Genius
interesting.
is no joke, dude.
If you like that, I'll recommend that one because that's also on Netflix.
I feel like the cops did not do their job, dude. They fucking let
they
that
did.
man die. But the thing is that Bill, he made it to where he was never gonna get that bomb off in time.
I never was. They said it.
It
so
was
he wouldn't-
inevitable for him.
Yeah, he was doomed from the start.
And that's what makes it so tricky because it was like it had to be somebody that
He had knowledge of that kind of stuff.
exactly. And what was Bill, dude? He was like when they walked
He
into
fit,
his
he fit the whole description that the cops were looking for.
everything. When they walked down to his basement, dude, all that sheet metal, all that shit, he was a fucking he builds shit.
Yeah. He's the
And
inventor.
and the fucking FBI guy was like, this is one of the most intricate fucking bombs I ever seen in my life. It even had a fake phone in it just to throw him off.
Mhm.
And Bill lived right down the street
from
from
right
the
where he
fucking
did delivery at.
Yep.
Right from that pole. That's where they tracked him to.
That's nuts. And then he wants to fucking go and tell the cops everything. Basically
He was
saying,
the
I committed a murder.
He was the mastermind. And he said, you know what it was? You ever see that movie? It's that Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
Where you don't know who's really the Kaiser Soze.
Okay. No,
And
no,
it turns
no,
out it's that dude at the end.
That's a
Yeah, it's Reservoir Dogs.
usual suspect.
Usual
suspect.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, I was thinking that too. I was,
Kevin Spacey.
But yeah, you know how he like sets everybody up and then like he's really the one behind it? That's exactly what happened. He probably got the idea from that movie and just did it.
Dude, I never thought about that. That dude was a fucking genius. When he walked into that goddamn interview, he tells the cops, I'm going to let you guys know right now, I'm the smartest person in this building.
Mm-hmm. And he
Bro.
was.
And he was.
He got off scot-free and then he ended up dying because he probably
He
knew
had
was-
cancer. And that's the thing that nobody knew, that he had he was already terminally ill from cancer.
He's probably like, I watched that movie, The Usual Suspects.
Right.
I want to be Kevin Spacey. And that's
he
exactly
did
what,
it.
and he set up everybody
It
else.
was
And he set up somebody
fucking
else to take
brilliant.
the fall too, but even though she was culpable.
Because she had mental disabilities, remember? She was
Yeah.
schizophrenic.
But she's highly intelligent too.
She was.
But he was even more intelligent. Here's what was going on, right? She thought she was playing him, but
No,
he
he
played
played
her
her.
and everybody else.
And
They
he
didn't know about it. till later
died
on, but
and got away with murder. And now the wrong person's in jail.
that's true.
Even though she,
Technically, but
Marguerite fucking calls him and tells him, like, I need you to kill this dude. I need you to kill my boyfriend.
yeah.
When they found his body inside that cooler, dude, that was nuts. Like, it took 4 days just
I
to
know.
get his body out of there. He
That's
was
crazy.
frozen solid.
Yeah, he's like an ice cube.
And then on top
No, it
of
reminds
it,
me of that movie, the Thing prequel movie, where they thaw out, then the creature like finally like thaws out and it comes alive, like starts taking over. It's kind of the same thing, except for like at a more rapid level.
the thing that's even crazier is that Bill fucking murdered that dude a long time ago, before the bomb.
Yeah.
Remember? Because he was in the goddamn freezer for like 3 months.
Yeah, and then that's probably when they set up the bomb. It was the exact amount that
That's
he
when
needed.
he called. That's when he called the cops and he was like, "I need you to come to my house because I got a dead body in the freezer."
See, he set the whole thing up.
And
He
they're like,
literally
"What?"
Set everybody
They're
up.
like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, this lady, my roommate, she's crazy, man. She killed the dude, and I got a fucking dead body in my goddamn freezer." But comes to find out, this guy was a dude that actually fucking did everything
Yep.
and did not go to jail. He got acquitted of everything, bro. I cannot believe. That's why it's a great title, Evil Genius.
Yeah, and then speaking of more movies, I saw the Solo Star Wars movie, the Han
Oh,
Solo
did
movie.
you? How was that? I heard it was good.
That movie is pretty interesting. I liked how they set it up. I like how he got out of the slums. He came out of the slums. He was like an orphan.
alert! Spoiler alert!
And then like he ended up. Well, everybody knows Star Wars. Knows he worked for the Empire before he became a smuggler.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't know that.
Oh, he joined the Empire to get away from where he was at,
Okay.
and then became a smuggler. That's where he met Chewbacca.
So was Chewie in the whole movie, or was
He was in it for all but the first 20 minutes. We met him
Lando.
On yeah, Lando.
Lando
He met
Calrissian.
Lando right after he met Chewie.
Okay.
And Lando basically, he's a swindler. They basically start took turns spoiling each other throughout the movie.
So,
but, yeah, the usual.
You would
But
say
yeah, it
that,
was pretty good.
you would say that out of 5 stars, what do you give it?
I'd give it a 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
Was it? Because I didn't even know that movie came out. The Han Solo movie.
And then it also had Khaleesi from Game of Thrones in there as his girl.
Sorry, I've never seen Game of Thrones, guys.
But yeah, the Khaleesi's in it. Oh, and then I'll say this much: I'm not going to spoil it, but there's an amazing cameo at the end of the movie.
Carrie Fisher.
No.
Oh, okay.
This is beyond. This is like worth it just for that.
Luke.
No, I'm not going to even.
I'm gonna
I'm not
bait it
gonna
out of
spoil
you,
it.
bro. No way, bro. Boba Fett?
No.
Jango Fett.
No.
Oh, wow. Damn, I thought you were
But
going
yeah,
to
it's
say
pretty
Boba
good.
Fett or Jango. Because if they bring Jango and Boba into this shit, okay, now you're getting somewhere. J.J. Abrams.
And we got Deadpool coming out. I'm gonna be watching that at some point in the next week. That and I'm gonna see Avengers: Infinity War this week.
Finally, I haven't.
I'm gonna go see that this week. I'll talk about it in the next episode. Cause Thanos.
Reigns.
I'm a big fan of Thanos, Darkseid,
reigns.
Apocalypse. Who else?
I've
Any of the
never
villain
seen
characters.
X-Men Apocalypse, bro. Never
Dude,
seen
it's
it.
Apocalypse. That's the greatest villain in X-Men history.
I've never seen it. But I also feel like Apocalypse is almost like a knock, or Thanos is kind of like a knockoff of Apocalypse, because these guys are the two.
And Darkseid from DC Comics.
And Darkseid.
Darkseid,
These guys are like in their own respected universes, they're the most powerful beings in the fucking galaxy, in the universe.
Well,
you know?
I'll say this much. Just thinking about all that makes me realize how much more better Marvel is than DC.
Marvel is fucking awesome.
Marvel's on another level.
I felt that they really
Stepped it up.
they won the
They've won-
comic movies when they did Logan, and I never watched Logan.
Oh, they
But
won.
that was a rated R Marvel movie, dude.
Yeah. As soon as Christopher Nolan stopped doing the Dark Knight trilogy, that's when Marvel won it.
Oh, dude, Black.
I'm going.
Fucking
the
Black.
Dark-
the Dark
the-
Knight was the best
the-
movie, action hero movie I've ever seen.
The
in my
Dark Knight Rises. After that,
life. Ugh.
DC has lost.
Speak of the
Misery.
devil, and he shall
appear.
appear. That shit, dude. That line right there.
You made yourself
get
go in the
goosebumps.
dark, but I grew up in it.
Yeah. Tom Hardy. Definitely the best villain ever. If nobody's ever seen Bronson, people need to watch Bronson, bro.
Well, I'll say this much: the best part of that movie is when he gets out of the jail and he rises up out of the pit. That's amazing. That's like literally one of the best scenes ever in movie history.
It started off amazing when they're in the airplane and shit.
Nobody cared about me until I wore the mask.
Christopher Nolan, man, you knocked it out the park with that Batman series, man.
And then when he like blew up all of Gotham and like there's like no escape and he turned into like a martial law and like his people were ruling it.
Yeah. But nobody tops Heath Ledger. Period.
Oh yeah, no, nothing.
There will never be a villain played brilliantly like Heath Ledger did the Joker.
All
bro.
you care about is money. These people deserve a better class of criminal, and I'm gonna give it to them. Tell your men they work for me now.
Woo!
And then like he burned half the money, gave the other half to me because he didn't even care about the money. So then they all started working for him, and then they killed the other guy. They felled him to his dog.
Right, he was a fucking master manipulator, bro. Everybody, when they came into that bank, he killed that dude killed the other dude, and then he ended up getting all the money.
Well, why so serious?
He was great. God rest your soul.
Yeah, but yeah.
What other
that was
movies?
good. And then we also have Jurassic World 2 coming out. That's in a few weeks. And then also Deadpool 2 is out. I'm going to see that as well. And then in the music front, not too much has come out recently. There was a Michael Ray country album that came out. And I'm going to just say that one because he was just in town, I'd say about a month ago at Stoney's.
Okay.
And he was pretty good. I'll mention that one. That's the only real one.
I mean, you got an Aaron Lewis shirt.
They also had
that
Owl
shit looks
City.
badass.
Yeah, that's Aaron Lewis.
Yeah,
Aaron
that's what I'm
Lewis
saying.
is the man. And also Owl City had an album come out, and then there was a techno like
EDM.
EDM compilation album that came out. And that's basically it. There wasn't really much this week though, so I didn't really have too much to talk about that.
No, I love that Aaron Lewis shirt too.
Oh yeah, Aaron Lewis.
But he's smart,
awesome.
bro. He did the right thing. He stopped going to rock and he went straight to country.
Well, you know what? His grandfather died, and his grandfather was a country fan, so he wanted to do that. He started doing songs like before that just for him at his
Okay.
acoustic shows, so he started doing it full time.
Nice.
And plus, he got out of rehab too, so that kind of also played a factor. Because that was right on the same time
fuck,
frame.
dude. Stain, that was like my album.
Oh, I love Stain.
Break the Cycle. That was like my shit for like a year.
Yeah. Yeah, Stain.
You know, Break the Cycle was my shit, man. Like, I loved it. I don't want to say that I was being melancholy or I was being depressed, but I love that fucking album.
That's
dude.
one of the greatest albums ever.
Ever.
That was my high school jam. That and Godsmack and Deftones and Tool. Those are my big four.
That's my
right
guy.
there.
This is why that's the guy.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, and Rage Against the Machine.
Oh,
People of the Sun. It's coming back
Rage.
around again.
I love Rage. Renegades of Funk. That's what I love.
The Ghost of Tom Joad.
Oh, the Ghost of Tom Joad. Maggie's Farm. Woo! That song ain't no joke. So, shout outs.
Shout out to who do you want to give?
Shout out to you, Dr. Cavarga. Shout out to Amsterdam Records for always dealing with our madness. Shout out to my family, my friends, everybody who is a part of the show. We love you guys. Keep listening in. Shout out to the listeners, man.
And shout out to Hamsterdam Records. Look here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Look them up online at HAMMSTEREDN.
You can.
Amsterdam Records.
MHSS.
And I'm also going to give a shout out to Tyler Farr. I was at his concert at Mandalay Bay on Friday, and I got a guitar pick that he threw out in the crowd. So thank you, Tyler Farr, for that.
Amsterdam Records is spelled how you say it.
But yeah, look up Hamsterdam Records online. We are awesome. And also shout out to the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's win the Stanley Cup,
man. Bring it home, guys. We need this shit.
And shout out to J.R. Smith, greatest memes ever.
Yes. We love you, Jay.
Couldn't resist. We had to get J.R. Smith.